Okay, so we're going to be using our foam rollers today. You can start with the foam roller laying horizontally across your mat, and you'll bring it right to about the tip of your scapula. Take your hands behind your head. Notice that your feet are about sit bone distance wide. Push down into the feet, hover the hips, and just do a few rolls forward and back across the upper back to maybe the mid back, not much further than that. And you're just rolling forward and back. Do that one more time, pausing if you feel like there are any tight spots, and then go ahead and lower the hips down. Walk your feet, adjust them back in if they got a little further away from you. And I want you to start to make sure that your pelvis is nice and neutral. So you can just rock your pelvis forward and back a few times here, making sure that you are not tucking under excessively, but you're actually putting more weight down on towards the sacrum. And keep that pelvic position as you inhale, lengthen up and over. Maybe get some nice little snap, crackle pops. Little nod of the chin as you curl forward. So I'm just going to keep my head heavy in my hands, inhaling back. Exhale without letting my head push forward, right? I'm just kind of bringing my chest, my rib cage down. So you can see I'm not pushing my head forward. I'm not leading with the neck. I'm really getting my ribs to move. As you curl forward, start to bring one knee towards your chest and then the other. And curling forward and reaching back down. So now we're going into a slightly deeper abdominal curl. If this is ever too much for the neck, you can always just hold your curl instead of going forward and back. 2 more times. Pulling up with the abdominals, setting toe ball heel back down. This time you're going to hold. For me, it's my left leg, whatever leg you have up. And I want you to now extend that leg and pull the knee in towards you. Extend and pull. So we're kind of going into abdominals right away. Extending and pulling back in. You're just going to look straight forward between both knees. Check that pelvic position. Are you really scooping under? Can you again find some more weight towards your tail? You're going to hold your leg out and now lift up and lower back down. Inhale up, exhale lower. Inhale up, exhale lower. Go for 3. Always okay to move slower than me. And then very last time, toe bow heel back down, little extension to reset. And then curl forward, pull that right knee in. Continue to make sure you have even weight on your pelvis as you reach and pull. Inhale and exhale. Squeezing a little bit from the back of the glutes. You want to connect right at that sit bone. 4, 3, 2, hold your leg long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. You can flex or point. Again, check your pelvic position. Make sure you're not excessively rocking or tilting. 2 more. And then this very last time, you're going to lift all the way up. Toe ball, heel your feet down. Bring your feet together, open the knees, and extend if that feels good. I like to kind of pull my hips a little closer to my feet. Let my knees go really nice and wide. Okay, now you're going to plant your feet wider than your hips. If you have a really firm roller, be careful. And you're going to just start to roll across the sides of your shoulders. So I like to get kind of right in the side of my armpit. So I'm going across my rotator cuff. I'm just going to kind of rock a little here, side to side. Woo. And then you can even go a little up and down if you found a really nice spot. And you can notice my whole body, I'm of a very soft roller, so my whole body's on this. If you have a firm roller, you might have to pat it up a bit. And then you can even just let yourself drape a little bit over that roller. Let your head rest through the forearm or grab a pillow. Take a few breaths into that open side rib. And then come all the way back through the center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just kind of rolling across to the hip, or I guess that would be my shoulder, but yeah, I'm landing on now my left hip, or whatever hip you're on, just rolling across that back of the shoulder. Again, if you find a nice spot, you can kind of go up and down. And then if you're all the way on your side, you have that option to then find that sideline position, letting your head rest in your arm and your elbow, top arm reaches, and take a few breaths right through here with an inhale, exhale, one more time, and then exhale. And then come all the way back through the center. Now you're going to go ahead, curl up. So you can grab a knee, rock yourself up, stay seated. That foam roller is just going to be behind you for now. Reach your arms forward, round through your back, and you're going to roll back until you tap that foam roller and curl all the way back up and over. Now I feel like I could go a little further, so I'm going to roll it back just a little bit further behind me so I can really roll, tap my roller, and come back up. So I'm going to exhale to roll back, inhale to roll forward. I'm staying round. So I think of this like I'm a rocking chair and my pelvis is leading me. You can again slow it down. I'm choosing a faster pace today. We'll go here for another 3, 2. My mat is really noisy. And then this last time you're going to hold it. Exhale, lift the arms. Inhale, lower down. Now you could always use that roller to support you a little bit if you need that help. So it can come just kind of to the lumbar spine. It's going to be harder without it. Stay right in the center for 4. Oh, it's coming back. 3, 2, and then this last time I want you to flex your feet, kick your legs out, and dive all the way over your legs. Grab your feet, give yourself a nice big stretch. If hamstrings are tight, bend your knees. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Let your shoulders just melt down. Shake your head. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll all the way up. Grab your foam roller from behind you. Separate your legs a little bit wider, so maybe as wide as like the outermost part of your shoulders, or a little wider than that. Try to get right on top of your sits bones. If you're tucked like this, put something underneath your bottom to lift you up higher. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to have my hands on my roller. I'm going to lift up tall. I'm going to nod my chin. I'm going to start to curl forward. And if you have that flexibility where you can kind of almost reach to your ankles, point your feet. And then uncurl your toes and stack your spine up. Now notice I'm not going back, and I'm not pushing my ribs forward. So I want to come just to my vertical position. Nod your chin, curling, pointing over. I'm staying right on top of my sits bones. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Abs lift you straight back up. And again, 2 more times. So I think of this hollowing out. This is one of those divers poses. Flexing the feet, rolling up, stacking the spine. Head comes up last. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time here. Inhale, so get taller. Little nod of your chin. So you start from one end of the spine towards the other. Inhale into the back of the ribs, not into the shoulders. Exhale, roll all the way up. And you're going to grab your roller with both hands. Mine's so wobbly. Look at it. And it's kind of like jello. And you can flex your feet here. Draw your legs closer together. Now you're going to curl that same position you just did, really kicking your feet forward. You're going to kind of squeeze your glutes a little bit and lead with the pelvis to roll down. Now I'm pretty tight through my hip flexors and my low back, so I bend my knees a little bit. Roll all the way down, reach that roller back. If this doesn't work for your shoulders, ditch the roller. Inhale the arms up, let your eyes follow that roller and curl straight down through the center, going up and over back onto your sits bones. This is your roll up. So you think pelvis leads, you reach through the arms, you lift the hips up, 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 up. Reaching back. Inhale, arms come up. Nod your chin. Curl back up and over. Very last time. Let's just roll all the way back down. This time you're going to bend your knees. Take that roller underneath your feet. Lift your hips up high and set your pelvis back down onto the roller. All right, so from here, you're going to bring one leg up to tabletop and then the other. So you should feel like when your pelvis is on the foam roller, you're neither arching or really tucking under. You can see how my back is round. You want to feel like you've got your neutral pelvis. That doesn't mean ribs are flaring, so see if you can just let them settle. Now you'll breathe in through your nose, and as you exhale, dip one leg down and back up. I really like my arms to the sky because I'm reaching from the back of my shoulders. It makes me feel like I'm a little more engaged from the back to the front of my body. Inhaling, exhaling as you go down. And again, you can kind of pick up that pace if you're feeling really stable. Then you start to do those little scissors of your legs. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then you're going to reach both legs up. Feel that reach, both arms up too, so make sure your arms are up now. And feel that reach from the back of your shoulders as you exhale, bring both arms back. Notice ribs stay heavy. Inhale, back up. Exhale, both arms back. Chest open wide, eyes straight up. Inhale, back. Start to extend one leg and lift up. Extend the other leg and come back to the center. And so again, just alternating your sides and really watching, if I do this with you in class or in private sessions, I like to take my hands right to your lumbar spine because I'm trying to feel, okay, does the low back really want to extend here? Are those back muscles really, really firm, or can they kind of stay soft and squishy because you're so connected to your abs? And then of course you could try both legs. Nice big exhale there. Now the next one's only if your hips are happy. If they're not, you're going to do it with a bent leg in a bent leg position instead. So now you're going to lift your arms and legs up to the sky. You're going to reach arms, just kidding, come back up. You're going to now open arms and legs a little apart so they move to the sides. Then you're going to lower your legs. Okay, God, what am I doing? I did this in Reformer and now I'm lost. Okay, open the arms and legs, they follow each other. Arms go down, legs go down, come back up. Reset, everyone. Open the legs and arms and legs move down, they close in, they come back up. So if you were really feeling those hip flexors pop or anything pop in the hip, you could draw little circles with bent legs. So we're drawing the same circles, arms and legs. Arms are following the legs. Sorry for the confusion. It's really different when you don't have your hands in the straps. Okay, then reverse that. Other direction. Again, straight legs or bent legs. A lot of abs here. So if you're moving, you're wiggling around, you got to make it smaller. I also want you to feel active through your legs. Like my quads are really on. 2. And then last time, go ahead, bring my legs together. I'm going to rotate externally. I'm going to bend my legs into a nice diamond shape position. I'm going to kick my legs out, flex my feet, and then circle my legs together. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to bend, I'm going to extend, kick my legs out, flex the feet, circle my legs out. Notice I'm not going very low. I just can't do it in my body. So don't go so low that it's all in the back. So if you remember from Reformer, if you take Reformer class with me or private sessions, this is the frog. And then see if you can reverse that. So you open to your straddle, pull your knees together, stretch your legs up, lower down. And I think of just really letting this flow. So you circle, you bend, you find your hamstrings. And then last 2 times. And then the very last time. And then lower down. Go back to parallel for one more exercise. You're going to pull one leg towards you, other leg down. You're going to pulse those legs. 1, 2, lift back up through the center. 1, 2, lift back up for the center. So it's a really, really nice hamstring stretch. 1, 2, lift back up through the center. 1, 2, lift back up through the center. 1, 2, lift back up through the center. Last 2 times. 1, 2, and very last time. Okay, now both knees come to your chest. Do a little reverse curl to take your foam roller out, and then place it right underneath your feet. This will be really interesting with this soft roller. So your feet are wrapping over the foam roller. Arms are down by your sides. You're going to take a breath in, and you're going to articulate. So you're rolling the pelvis under, peeling the spine up. It's going to be a lot of hamstrings to do that. Breath in, imagine you're squeezing a ball, and then as you exhale, melt the back of the ribs down, melt the low back down, melt the pelvis down, return the pelvis to neutral. Breath in, exhale, roll the pelvis under, press the hips up, peel the spine up, inhale, exhale, roll the ribs down, roll the mid back down, roll the lower back down, and pause. 2 more like that. Imprinting the spine, peeling the spine up, feeling the hamstrings. Inhale, you got to get the ribs down before the low back touches. You're trying to keep that foam roller still. I don't think I'm doing a good job last time. Roll the pelvis under, push through that foam roller, peel up. Okay, now you're going to hold it there. And I want you to now roll that roller a little away from you and pull the roller back in. What I just like to feel here, I know I'm wearing baggy clothes, this isn't great, but I like to feel that my pelvis is staying still. So you can see where my hands are. I'm not dipping down. Low back is working. Abs are working. Hamstrings are working. So we're going to probably feel the low back here a little bit more than we would if we were just in a normal bridge. 2 more times. And then very last time, hold it there. Take an inhale. And then slowly roll all the way back down. Pull your knees to your chest. Stretch the back of the legs, flex and point if you need to. Then you're going to grab your shins or the back of your thighs. Just do a few rolls if that is comfortable for you. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. All right, so you're going to come up and we're going to go into extension. So I'm going to check to make sure this is still recording. Let's see. Okay, good. Still recording, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take it right to the knees and then come down onto the forearms, and we're going to roll the quadriceps forward and back. So you can just kind of roll through the quads. You're keeping that little scoop through the pelvis as you move. But you might start to notice, okay, there are definitely some slightly more tender areas. So then if you hold where you feel the most tender, you can start to roll now side to side. If you feel like you land on one particular spot, you can kind of just go a little up and down through there. We're trying not to sink through the low back. We're trying to stay kind of really nice and lifted. Again, if you have a firmer roller, this is not as easy as I'm making it look. Right, I have a super soft roller right now, so it's quite nice. Okay, so we'll come back into that position in a little bit. What I'm going to have you do now is take that foam roller in front of you, lay down on your stomach, and your legs are going to be as wide as your mat. Arms are going to be in front of you. If this is a position you can't get into, put your hands on the floor rather than on your roller. And now you can see here my back is really arched. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my glutes and I'm going to pull up through my low abs. So I'm in that imprint position. My legs are reaching back. And I'm just going to start to push that roller away from me and down so that I'm lifting my shoulders and lowering my shoulders without bending my elbows to start. Oh, I have a sneeze. Choo! 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 Dear. Okay, so now you're going to connect into your lats. So the shoulders shrug down, abs connect. You can see my tail just dropped a little bit. Push down through the arms, hover your chest. And this might be where you stay, or you might roll that roller towards you as you lift the hips and then roll the roller back down. So again, we do that again. Shoulders connect, chest pulls towards the roller. You might stay right there. You might start to use your glutes. I'm really lifting from my glutes, not my low back. And I'm rolling that roller towards me. So this is your swan. And shoulders connect down. You can see I'm turning my glutes on. I'm really rotating, reaching my legs. My chest lifts, and then I think my hips lift me up. Doing a whole lot of connection with the lats, rolling back down. Last 2 times. Shoulders connect. Pull the chest towards the roller. Let the eyes follow. Connect through the glutes. Connect through the lats. Push down through the arms to come up. Now keep the glutes connected. Feel like you're stretching your chest away as you roll down. Last time. Shoulders connect. Glutes connect. Chest lifts. Upper back engages. Think of your neck following the thoracic spine. Reach those legs back, and slowly lower down. Now you're going to hold just a little extension here. I'm going to have you start to lift just that right leg up. So straight leg. It's hard to see because of my baggy pants, but I'm lifting from my hip. See how my knee stays straight. And I'm really feeling my right glute. I'm just holding that little pulse. Keep it going. I think front of the pelvis heavy. Can you still feel any abs? And if this is too much through the shoulders, ditch it. And I'm going to hold my right leg. I'm going to push down through my right arm and see if I can lift my left arm up. I'm now going to open my left arm left, my right leg right, and I'm going to pull them back into the center. If at any point your low back craps out, just go ahead and take a child's pose. We've been here for a while. 2 more times. And then you're just going to hold it out to the side. Chest looks straight down. Hips look straight down. That's hard. We have to feel like we're not corkscrewing, spiraling. And then go ahead and rest. Okay. Give your shoulders a moment. Let your head hang. Feel the legs stretch back. Pull the shoulder blades away from the ears. So connect into the lats. Hover the head. And now reach through that left leg. And I'm really thinking, okay, I'm not just relaxing down. I'm pulling through my shoulders. And I'm connecting my abs. So you go little lift, little lower, little lift, little lower. Notice that right leg is still active. I'm really pushing it down into the mat. You should be feeling your left glute. Now, see if you can hold it there. Little pulses up to the sky. I think I forgot little pulses. Ooh, I don't know what I did on the first side. Little pulses. You're going to hold that now. Lift the right arm up and try to open them out and close them in. Maybe the right arm was supposed to pulse too. Oh dear. Pull back in. Opening and closing. Opening and closing. Go for another 3, 2, and then very last time, lower all the way down and rest. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, slide your legs together, press through the arms into a little plank, and then shift your hips back. We're going to repeat that, okay? So you come forward, glutes connecting, bend your elbows, push the floor away, straight arms, shift back. Forward, I'm really squeezing my legs so you can see my little bit of a glute squeeze. You bend, push, and back. Now I'm a lot stronger through one side than the other side, so I definitely have a hard time with this. I'm trying to go as even through the center as I can. It's okay to not go all the way or go so low, but I'm really angling my elbows back so they're not pointing out to the side. Neck stays long. Feel like you're sliding your shoulder blades towards the hips. You're really thinking of that extension you just found. Abs and glutes, remember, hold those strong. Okay, this may be my last one. Oh, that was definitely the last one. And then go ahead and sit back and just rest. All right, so now, if your knee is sensitive, put a little something underneath it and just come up into a little bit of a quad stretch. I have my right leg forward, my left leg back. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull back through that front heel, and I'm just going to try to let my tail drop down. So I'm not sticking my bottom out, kind of rounding it under. So I'm using a lot of hamstring through this leg, a lot of hamstring through that front leg. And then from here, I want you to reach your arms forward. Feel like you're back in a plank, and lift and lower that front heel up and down. Woo, pushing down through that back shin as you push through the front foot. And you could lift and lower the arms. And you shouldn't feel like it's just the calf working, but you should really feel that opening through the left hip. Two more times. And this last time, just bend that front knee a little further. Take a bit of a stretch. Squeeze your left glute. And then come all the way back. Do that on the other side. Drop the hips down. Reach the arms forward. Get the tail to tuck. Try to get as 90 degrees as you can through that front leg. And start to push through the ball. So I'm really pushing. You can see I'm trying to get my calf muscle to engage. I'm reaching from the back of my shoulders. So I'm not just hanging here, I'm reaching. And you can start to lift the arms. Almost forgot. And then you're going to hold, and then you're just going to lunge. You can kind of lift your chest back up. And then you'll come all the way back. I'm going to lay now on my left side. I'm going to take my foam roller right underneath my feet so that my ankles are a little higher than my bottom hip. And my heels are about in line with my sits bones. I'm going to press through my top legs, and my top foot kind of pushes down to the bottom. I have my hand on my hip. I've got that little bit, you can see a little bit of sideways lift. And I like to take both hands to my head here so I'm not squeezing so much through my armpits, my lats. And you're just rotating up and down. And we're trying to connect as much as we can through the glutes. Didn't take quite a few of these to really get a big glute engagement, glute max engagement. But then what I want you to do is I want you to hold the rotation, kick the leg out, tap the toes. So it's similar to our frog. Now if you feel the knee, I kind of feel my knee a little bit on this side. You can flex that foot, see if that feels better, or just don't go as high. So a little bit of a stretch right there. So you could always do this parallel, right? So you could kind of just barely lift, extend, bend, come back. You'll still get some really good work through the lateral seat. What I'm trying to do is as I open my knee and extend, I'm trying to keep my knee in the same spot. I'm not letting it lower down. Now, if your pelvis was really moving behind you, you went too far. So bring it, narrow it. Okay, then just lower and lift that straight leg up and down. And my leg is slightly forward of me, which makes it hard. So just a few more. Go here for 3. Go here for 2. And then last time on 1. That was it, just a short set. Okay, I'm going to flip it around so I can face you. Bring your foam roller to the other side. Ankles stacked, one on top of the other. You're going to rest your head on your hand. Heels about in line with your sits bones. Top foot squeezes into the bottom, and you exhale, rotate, and reach. And you're just going to see if you can get that same connection. Now you will be feeling that bottom hip. Ooh, what about the side waist? You'll be feeling that bottom hip, so just make sure that you can get some work through that top side. So remember, we have to do a few of these just to kind of warm up that area. If you take your hand there, you should feel, oh, there's some things working. And again, sometimes the hands behind the head can be really nice until you need the hand down to support. Feel abs through the front connecting. And then let's hold the next one. Extend, pull back in, return. Again, trying to keep that leg almost kind of flat so it passes through the same line as I extend and as I bend. I'm trying to keep my hips stacked, again, pulling from the back. So just adjust, narrow the knee if you feel some tension on the inside of the knee so that you can go narrower and then extend a little further out. Again, really pulling from the back. And then this last time, lower and lift. Can you just keep that sideways lifted still? Last time, and then rest. Okay, so now you're going to stay on that same side of the foam roller. For me, I'm bending the leg that's closest to the foam roller. It's my left leg, but it might be your right. Take your hand onto the foam roller, reach your other arm up, and just take a nice side bend. Lift all the way back up, and then rotate across. Do that 2 more times. You're going to take both hands down, nod your chin, just curl as much as feels good for your body. Deep breath in. Then I want you to lift your head first and pull your chest through. So you're rolling that roller towards you. So you nod your chin, you curl, you push it away, you lift your head through your arms, you arch back just 2 more times. Last time. And then we switch to the other side. Nothing fancy, just switch your legs. Start with your mermaid, lifting up, over, and then rotate. Up and over, and rotate. Last time. As you rotate, both hands down, nod your chin, curl round your back. And then remember, you're going to lift your head, lift your chest to roll back. If that feels too tight, just adjust. 2 more times. Like I think of this like a little wave, little body roll. And then the very last time. Okay, final exercise. Kind of like when we were rolling our quadriceps. How would this be best? I would take it behind you. Take it behind you. So it's underneath your shins. Forearms go down. Knees are bent. Take a breath in. And extend the legs. Then pike the hips up to the sky and squeeze the glutes, roll down. Pike the hips up to the sky using the abs. Squeeze the glutes, roll down. 4 more. I have to go up a little higher on my toes. 3. Let your head kind of hang towards your hands. Don't let your pants get caught. 2 more times. And the very last time, hold it in your plank for 4, 3, 2, and the knees down. And take a nice big child's pose. Deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out. One more time. And then roll all the way up through the spine. And relax. Good job, everyone.